Now let us continue with the exercise 11.2. So second section, first problem states that 2 tan 30 degrees divided by 1 plus tan square 45 degrees. So the question is choose the right option and justify your choice. So now let us solve this. So 2 into tan 30 degrees value is 1 by root 3 divided by 1 plus tan square 45 degrees 1 whole square. Now both 2 and 1 gets multiplied. Now you are left with 2 divided by root 3 divided by 1 plus 1 whole square is 1. So now this becomes 2 divided by root 3 divided by 1 plus 1 is 2. As we do not have any denominator value, we can write it as 1. Now flip it to the top. This becomes 2 by root 3 into 1 by 2. Both 2 gets cancelled. Now you are left with 1 into 1 divided by root 3 into 1. So 1 into 1 is 1, root 3 into 1 is root 3. So the option C is correct as per the four options. The option C is correct, which is tan 30 degrees. The value of tan 30 degrees is 1 by root 3. So now this is the first problem. Now let's see this. The second question is 1 minus tan square 45 degrees divided by 1 plus tan square 45 degrees. So 1 minus tan 45 value is 1 whole square divided by 1 plus tan 45 is 1 whole square. So now this becomes 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. So d0 divided by 2, which is 0. So the option which is correct is option D. So now let us see the third question, which is 2 tan 30 degrees divided by 1 minus tan square 30 degrees. 2 tan 30 degrees divided by 1 minus tan square 30 degrees. So 2 into tan 30 value is 1 by root 3 divided by 1 minus tan 30 degrees is 1 by root 3 whole square. So 2 into 1 is 2. So 2 divided by root 3 divided by 1 minus 1 whole square divided by root 3 whole square. Both square and square root gets cancelled. Now you are left with 2 divided by root 3. 1 minus 1 square is 1 divided by 3. So let me write the value here. So this becomes 2 divided by root 3. 3 into 1. So 3 into 1 is 3 minus 1 divided by 3. So now this becomes 2 divided by root 3 divided by 3 minus 1 is 2 divided by 3. Now when you flip it to the top, so this becomes 2 divided by root 3 into 3 divided by 2. Both 2 ones are both gets cancelled. Now you are left with 1 into 3 is 3 divided by, as we know, we can write 3 as root 3 whole square. As square root gets cancelled, you will be left out with 3. So we can write 3 as root 3 whole square. The next question is evaluate, which is third one. Evaluate sine 60 degrees into cos 30 degrees plus sine 30 degrees into cos 60 degrees. This is first part of the question. Let us solve it first. So the sine 60 degrees value will be root 3 by 2 into cos 30 is root 3 by 2 plus sine 30, which is 1 by 2 into cos 60 degrees is 1 by 2. Now this becomes root 3 into root 3 whole square divided by 2 into 2 is 4 plus 1 into 1 is 1 divided by 2 into 2 is 4. Now we can write it as both square and square root gets cancelled. Now you're left with 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4. As both the denominators are same, you can write as 4 and we add the values 3 plus 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4 divided by 4 gets cancelled. Now you got the value as 1 for the given condition, given value, which is sine 60 degrees into cos 30 degrees plus sine 30 degrees into cos 60 degrees. And the second part of the question is what is the value of sine 60 degrees plus 30 degrees. So 60 plus 30, which is 90 degrees. The value of sine 90 degrees is 1. So is asking that what can you conclude? We conclude that both values are same. We conclude that both values cos of 60 degrees plus 30 degrees equals cos 60 degrees into cos 30 degrees minus sine 60 degrees into sine 30 degrees. Now let us solve the second part. This, let us assume this is LHS and this is RHS. Now let's find the value of the RHS part. Cos 60 degrees is 1 by 2 and cos 30 degrees is root 3 by 2 minus sin 60 is root 3 by 2 into sin 30 degrees is 1 by 2. So 1 into root 3 is root 3, 2 into 2 is 4 minus root 3 into 1 is root 3, 2 into 2 is 4. both plus and minus gets cancelled. Now you are left with, you can write here, now you're left with 0. Now let's find the LHS part, which is cos 60 degrees plus 30 degrees. Cos 60 plus 30 is 90 degrees, and the value of cos 90 degrees is 0. So therefore it is right to say as LHS is equals to RHS. So now this is the fourth question. Now let us discuss the next one. So the given question is, in a right angle triangle PQR, right angled is at Q. So the angle Q is 90 degrees and the values are PQ equals to 6 centimeter and angle RPQ equals to 60 degrees. And the given values are, okay, is asking us to find out the lengths of QR and PR. So as we have discussed earlier, the value which is at the middle would be the angle for it. So angle P equals to 60 degrees as per the given question. So the angle 90 degrees is at Q as per the given question, and you can write both the values anywhere. It's up to you. So now let me take the P here and the R here. P and R. Value of PQ, which is 6 centimeter, and the angle P is given as 60 degrees. So this would be the opposite side, the side which is opposite to the angle, and the side which is opposite to the 90 degrees is hypotenuse, and the other value is adjacent side. So he is asking us to find both QR and PR. So he has given that PQ equals to 6 centimeter, one side value, and is given one angle to us. So let us find the other two sides. Here it is adjacent and hypotenuse. So the trigonometric ratio that combines both adjacent side and the hypotenuse side would be cos, as the angle is given at P. So this becomes cos P equals to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. So now the adjacent side is PQ divided by hypotenuse side is PR. Now cos P equals to PQ is 6 centimeter and divided by hypotenuse is PR. Now we can write angle P is 60 degrees. Cos 60 degrees equals to 6 divided by PR. So cos 60 degrees is 1 by 2 equals to 6 divided by PR. Now cross multiply them. Now you will be left with 1 into PR is PR equals to 6 into 2. So therefore PR equals to 6 into 2 is 12. So this becomes 12 centimeter. So the other value that we need to find out is opposite side, and we have found out the value of hypotenuse. So now the scenario is, just give me a second. So in order to find the value of the PQ, which is the opposite side, you can use either sine theta or tan theta. As the formula of sine tan theta is opposite by adjacent, we know this adjacent value, we can find it in that way, or else you can combine both the opposite side and hypotenuse, which is the sine theta formula, and find the, now let me use sine value, which is sine P equals to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. The value of opposite side, the side which is opposite is RQ divided by, it's up to you. So the sine P value, which is sine 60 degrees equals to, we don't know the value of QR or RQ, we can write any one of it, it's up to you. QR divided by PR, the value of PR is 12. Now we can write this as sine 60 degrees value is root 3 by 2 equals to QR divided by 12. Now let us cross multiply them. I mean, you can just shuffle the 12 to the other side. Now this becomes, when the division shifted to the other side, it becomes multiplied. So root 3 into 12 divided by 2 ones are 2 six are. So therefore QR equals to 6 into root 3 is 6 root 3 centimeters. So these are the side value. Value of QR is 6 root 3 centimeters, and the value of PR is 12 centimeters. So this is the problem. So now the next question, which is sixth one, as per the given data, triangle XYZ, where the right angle is at y equals to 90 degrees, and the given values are yz, which is x, and the value of xz equals to 2x. He has asked us to determine the angle of y x z and angle t z x. As we know, in a given triangle, the one which is at in the middle will be considered as the angle. So he's asking us to find the angle of x as well as the angle of z, angle x and angle z. Now the angle at y is 90 degrees. Now let us write the other two sides. It's up to you, you can write anywhere. The angle is at y, which is 90 degrees, and the other angles are x and z. So the first angle which we need to find is angle x. So let us take the angle at x, and the one which is opposite to it is opposite side, and one which is opposite to the 90 degrees is hypotenuse, and the other one would be adjacent side. So the values of yz is x, and the value of xz is 2x. Now the one which combines both opposite side and the hypotenuse would be sine. So the angle is at x. Sine x equals to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Now opposite side is pi z divided by hypotenuse side is xz. Now sine x equals to what is yz? It is x divided by what is xz? It is 2x. Both x gets cancelled. Now you are left with 1 divided by 2. So sine x, we know at which angle the sine has the value of 1 by 2, which is sine 30 degrees. At sine 30 degrees, the value will be 1 by 2. So both sine gets cancelled. Now you are left with angle x equals to 30 degrees. Now the next angle that we are going to find out is z. So the angle will be at z. So the one which is opposite to it is opposite side. The angle which is opposite to the 90 degrees is hypotenuse, and the rest other is adjacent side. Now let me write the one which combines both. This is the value of yz is x, and the value of xz is 2x, and the one which combines both adjacent side and the hypotenuse would be cos. Now the angle is at z. Now let me take it as cos z equals to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. What is adjacent? Here it is yz, and the hypotenuse would be xz. Cos z equals to what is yz? The value of yz is x divided by value of xz is 2x. Both x gets cancelled. Now you're left with 1 by 2. So cos z, at which value, which angle do you get 1 by 2 for the cos? That is 60 degrees. Cos 60 degrees. Both cos gets cancelled. Now you're left with angle z equals to 60 degrees. This is one way which you can find the second angle. You have another way to find the angle of z. Let me explain you. Or so as we know that the angles in it, the sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So angle x plus angle y plus angle z, that is 180 degrees. We got the value of angle x is 30 degrees plus, and the angle y is 90 degrees, and you need to find the value of angle z, which is equals to 180 degrees. We know 30 plus 90 would be 120 degrees, plus angle z equals to 180 degrees. Now we are shifting 120 degrees to the other side. This becomes angle z equals to 180 degrees minus 120 degrees. So therefore, angle z equals to 180 minus 120 is 60 degrees. You got the same value for the same, like we use different methods to solve the same value. You can use this method, cos z, or else if you want to use this method, it's up to you. Both, for both attempts you would be given the full marks. It's up to you which method you wanted to use. So that is the sixth question. Now let us shift to the last question of exercise 11.2. Seventh question. Is it right to say that sine of a plus b equals to sine a plus sine b? Let me assume let a equals to 30 degrees and b equals to 60 degrees. Now let us find this. Sine of 30 plus 60 equals to sine 30 plus sine 60. So sine 30 plus 60, which is 90 degrees, and the value of sine 30 is 1 by 2. Sine 60 degrees is root 3 by 2. The value of sine 90 degrees is 1. The denominator would be 2. 1 plus root 3. As we can see, both the values are not equal to each other. So you can ask, why should we take only the angles 30 degrees and 60 degrees? You can use different angles, like let us assume angle A is equals to 45 degrees, as well as the angle B also 45 degrees. Now let us solve these things. So sine of a plus b 45 degrees plus 45 degrees equals to sine 45 degrees plus sine 45 degrees. Sorry for that. Sine 45 degrees. Now let us substitute. Sine 45 plus 45 would become 90 degrees equals to sine 45 degrees is 1 by root 2 plus sine 45 degrees is 1 by root 2. The denominator will remain same, 1 plus 1. So this becomes 1 equals to 1 plus 1 is 2 divided by root 2, which are unequal. So therefore we can say it is wrong to say as sine of a plus b is not equal to sine a plus sine b. So this is exercise 11.2. We in the okay. This is exercise 11.2. And if you have any questions related to the exercise 11.2 problems, you can message me in the comment section. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I hope you understand all the problems. If you still have doubts, you can message me in the comment section with the question number, and we will discuss about that problem in a different way or else in a detailed way in the next video. Thank you.